If you are a diehard fan, please make sure to subscribe for more latest news and updates about your favorite team, the Dallas Cowboys. One of the most storied franchises in NFL history has done it again. The decision that has everyone talking, debating, and even shaking their heads in disbelief. Kellen Moore. Yes, Kellen Moore has been chosen as the new head coach, and let me tell you, this decision has sent shockwaves through the entire football community. Whether you're a diehard Cowboys fan, a casual NFL viewer, or even a critic of America's team, you need to hear the full story behind this stunning move. For weeks, speculation has been swirling about who would take the reins in Dallas. Names of veteran coaches and hotshot coordinators were thrown into the mix. Sean Payton, Dan Quinn, even whispers of bringing in a college football mastermind. The Cowboys were said to be weighing their options carefully, aiming for someone who could finally lead the team back to glory. Glory they haven't truly experienced since the glory days of Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, and Michael Irvin. Then, out of nowhere, comes Kellen Moore, the former Cowboys offensive coordinator. Many believed he was destined for great things in coaching, but not this soon, not at this level, and definitely not as the leader of a team with such high expectations and pressure. So, why Kellen Moore? Why now? And what does this mean for the future of the Dallas Cowboys? Let's dive deep into the factors that led to this unexpected decision. First, we need to address the elephant in the room: Kellen Moore's history with the Cowboys. He joined the organization in 2015 as a backup quarterback. While his playing career was brief and relatively unremarkable, Moore's football IQ was evident from the start. After transitioning to coaching, he quickly climbed the ranks, becoming the Cowboys' quarterbacks coach in 2018 and their offensive coordinator in 2019. Under his guidance, the Cowboys' offense has been one of the most productive in the league, especially with Dak Prescott under center. But let's not sugarcoat his tenure as offensive coordinator. It hasn't been without controversy. Critics have often pointed to questionable play calling in high-stakes moments, an over-reliance on certain schemes, and a lack of adaptability when facing elite defenses. Still, there's no denying that Moore has a knack for innovation. His offensive schemes, when executed properly, are dynamic, explosive, and capable of putting up big numbers. So, is that enough to justify his promotion? Clearly, the Cowboys front office thinks so. Now let's talk about Jerry Jones, the man pulling the strings behind the scenes. Love him or hate him, Jones is one of the most influential and polarizing figures in professional sports. He's a businessman, a showman, and a man who craves success and headlines. Jones has always been known for bold, sometimes head-scratching decisions, and this one is no different. By choosing Kellen Moore, Jones is essentially betting on potential over proven experience. It's a high-risk, high-reward move. But isn't that what Jones has always been about? There's also the matter of team chemistry. Kellen Moore has already built strong relationships with key players, including Dak Prescott. That familiarity could be an advantage, because Moore understands the strengths and weaknesses of his players better than an outsider might. On the other hand, transitioning from a coordinator to a head coach requires a completely different skill set. Can Moore command the respect of the locker room? Can he make tough decisions and hold players accountable? These are questions that only time will answer. One of the most shocking aspects of this decision is the timing. The Cowboys are coming off yet another season filled with high hopes and crushing disappointments. Fans and analysts alike were expecting a more experienced hand to guide the team. This is a franchise that hasn't been to the Super Bowl since 1996. The pressure to win now is immense. Choosing a relatively young and unproven coach like Kellen Moore feels, to many, like a gamble they can't afford to take. But here's the thing. Sometimes the most unexpected moves are the ones that pay off the biggest. Look at Sean McVay with the Los Angeles Rams. When he was hired as head coach in 2017, he was the youngest head coach in modern NFL history. Many doubted him at first, but he quickly silenced his critics, leading the Rams to multiple playoff appearances and even a Super Bowl victory. Could Kellen Moore be the Cowboys' version of Sean McVay? That's the gamble Jerry Jones is taking. There's also a sense that this decision is about more than just football. It's about sending the message. The Cowboys are saying they're willing to think outside the box, trust in their own developmental process, and embrace the possibility of failure in the pursuit of greatness. It's a bold move, and bold moves often come with intense scrutiny. Let's not forget the impact this decision will have on the rest of the NFC East. Rival teams like the Eagles, Giants, and Commanders are already watching closely, analyzing what this means for their matchups against the Cowboys. A young, innovative coach like Moore could bring new wrinkles to the Cowboys' game plan, making them harder to predict. Or, if Moore fails to adapt to the demands of head coaching, it could give their rivals a competitive edge. The reaction from fans has been mixed, to say the least. Social media is buzzing with opinions, ranging from excitement about Moore's potential to outrage over what some perceive as a reckless move. And let's not overlook the analysts and former players who are weighing in. Everyone has an opinion, and everyone seems to think they know what's best for the Cowboys. But at the end of the day, the only opinions that matter are those inside the organization. So, what happens next? The spotlight is now firmly on Kellen Moore. Every decision he makes, every game plan he crafts, and every press conference he holds will be scrutinized. The honeymoon period, if there even is one, will be short-lived. The Cowboys are expected to win, and they're expected to win now. Moore will have to prove that he's up to the challenge, that he can handle the pressure, and that he can deliver results. And let's not forget about the players. How will they respond to this change in leadership? Will they rally behind Moore and embrace his vision, or will there be growing pains as he adjusts to his new role? The answers to these questions will determine not only Moore's success, but also the future of the Dallas Cowboys as a whole. In conclusion, Kellen Moore's appointment as the Cowboys head coach is one of the most fascinating and polarizing decisions in recent NFL history. It's a move that has the potential to redefine the franchise, for better or for worse. Whether you agree with the decision or not, one thing is certain. The 2025 NFL season just got a whole lot more interesting. So, what do you think? Is Kellen Moore the right choice to lead the Cowboys back to glory? Or is this a gamble that's destined to fail?